castle in the air is being constructed. Literature is not ocean. Literature is beyond ocean. Literature is more than ocean. Literature is galaxy. Literature is universe. Even more than galaxy and more than universe. Why? Everything is going to change on this earth rapidly. New transition period has started. The time the world is in the transition phase, in the new transition phase. And what kind of transition is this? This is new digital age is about to happen. Not digital, but the new digital, a very different digital age in terms of physical, in terms of digital, is about to happen. Life on this earth or the earth will change soon drastically. Everything will be changed. New scientific technologies and new scientific explorations are happening, and that will change everything on this earth. Human brain again has crossed the limit. It has moved a step ahead. Again, human brain capabilities or abilities, human brain are being observed. It has unlimited capabilities, unlimited possibilities. As the world is going to change, the new the new humanoid robots have been constructed, and they are like human beings. And it has been impacted by literature, because Isaac Asimov in 1932 has written about computer and robots. He said that in the nearing future, or after a decade or 2 decades, in every home we would be having computer. It would be like vegetable, and everyone would use computer, and it will reduce the physical labor. So that is happening now. The we human being are going to colonize the space in a very systematic way in a couple of years. Yeah, in a couple of years we shall colonize moon, we shall colonize Mars, we shall colonize some other planets in a very systematic and in a very appropriate way. And human life may be living over there after 2 or 3 years or 4 years, as Elon Musk has created a history, a new age he has started, he has commenced a new humanities or new human relations. Now human relation will change drastically in terms of emotional, in terms of physical, in terms of sexual, in terms of psychological. The body, self and identity will change. So this lecture is on identity, the transforming narratives of identity in literature. But these definitions or these studies would no more remain valid. They would not be having the relevance after the decades. The definition or the study of identity from philosophical perspective, from psychological perspective, from cultural perspective, from literary perspective, or from theoretical perspective, because new identities are emerging. The new identities means the digital identities, the liquid identities, the virtual identities. And we have read, and still we are exploring, even in the literary department scholars have not much explored the diasporic identity or the cosmopolitan identities or the hybrid digital identity or diasporic identity. But the world is about to change rapidly. Now everything is going to change, everything is changing, nothing is in a static mode, everything is in the moving stage, moving rapidly. So human identity will change soon. Our relationship, our human relationship will change, because robot will do each and everything for human beings, as Elon Musk has launched 2 days back. Very humanoid robot. So what would be this age? This age would be post-humanist or post cyborg humanoid robotism identities or robotic identities age. And human beings, robot and human beings, machine and human beings, the new age of machine, the new age of scientific development in terms of space and in terms of virtual world and in terms of physical human being. So first of all, what is identity? The simple definition, but I think I don't find it is relevant now. in terms of this development that is happening, or the revolution, the AI revolution, or the digital revolution that is happening on this earth. Now everything will change. The understanding, the reading, the analysis, the study, the education, it will impact everything. The teaching, pedagogy, andragogy, heterogogy, it will change everything. Identity, in a very simple way, is a debate between I and me. I and me means about human beings. I and me. A human being has a two selves. I and me. I is a pure self and me is an absorbed self. I is not impacted by society and me is impacted by society. But that me will be impacted by the space technologies, the robot, the cyborg, the digitalization, the internet, the Wi-Fi, the new machines, and the new human imagination. Now human brain has jumped into new imaginative physical virtual world. A human brain is creating new wonders in terms of contemplation, in terms of exploration, by exploring new possibilities. So we have work on the global identities, multicultural identities, racial identities, ethnic identities, psychological identities, physical identities, flesh, body, sexual identities, diasporic identities, digital diasporic identities, multicultural identities, mongrelization. But with the change, that change has happened, that change is going to happen on this earth, what would be the identity? How would we define identity? That is again a question. Now I leave it open. What would be the identity, human identity? Because human will no more remain a human like the present day. Yeah, as the debate between I and me, we and us and others, and identity and self, these are two different perspectives. These are two different objects to study. As I is a pure self, it's a physical self, it's my physical self, it's my soul that never changes. As if you are a female, then you will be a female. Your body will work differently. As a male, it is not about gender difference, it's not about gender bias. This is about the nature. This is about the biological human beings. A male and a female, or transgender, or gay, bisexual, and so on and so forth. But the new technologies that is about to happen, everything will be changed. It will be shocking. Everything will shock you. Yeah, everything will shock you. That will be mesmerizing, amazing. Unimaginable will be imagined. Unimaginable will happen. Yes, I have said the castle in the air is being constructed. We shall see castle in the air soon. So in and the question is, does literature impact society? Does literature impact science and technology? Or science and technology or society impacts literature? What is the relationship? What is the interconnection between the two? Yes, literature is not ocean. We used to say literature is the ocean. Ocean means something great, something. Now ocean is a drop, just like a drop in front of the universe, and it's like a particle. It's like a particle in the desert. And literature is beyond ocean. It's more than ocean. It's a galaxy. It's universe. Now the definition of literature will change. Yes, literature is an imaginative work. It is an imagination. It is based on imagination. And imagination creates something new. Imagination brings something new. So these scientific developments are coming from the literary imagination, from the philosophical literary imagination. Because Isaac Asimov in 1932, or Robert Heinlein in 1940, in 1948, these three writers, these three science fiction writers, had written about the futuristic humanities, or the future science, or futuristic possibilities, what would happen in the near future. In 1932, Isaac Asimov had predicted that in every home would be a computer across the world. It would be like a cup of tea. Now that is happening. Every human beings are having computer, laptop. Now everyone is associated with the digital world. And he also predicted that human beings will colonize the space. as we are now in the stage of Christopher Columbus. As Christopher Columbus was struggling, was trying to explore new lands, and we are also trying to explore the new lands, the new planets, the new universe. We are trying to explore. We are in the same stage as Christopher Columbus, and soon human being will create wonder, will explore new things, and that will impact literature. कहते हैं ना, जहां ना पहुंचे रवि वहां पहुंचे कवि. कवि वहां पहुंच सकता है, राइटर वहां पहुंच सकता है जहां कोई नहीं पहुंच सकता. एक राइटर की इमेजिनेशन ईश्वर को भी पार कर सकती है, और ईश्वर को पार कर जाती है कि खुदा कहाँ है, ईश्वर क्या है, भगवान कहाँ है, अल्लाह कहाँ है. और ये होता है, ये लिटरेचर में है. हर इंसान की इमेजिनेशन सोचती है कभी ना कभी कि खुदा कहाँ है, किसने ये संसार बनाया है. वी हैव सच क्वेश्चंस. या दीज आर द स्टूपिड क्वेश्चंस और द इंटेलेक्चुअल क्वेश्चंस और द rational questions, I don't know, but every human being once think about it. हमें किसने बनाया, वो कहाँ रहता है, वो कितना स्पेस लेता है, वो किस स्पेस के अंदर है, उसका स्पेस कितना है. तो अगर वो किसी स्पेस में है तो फिर स्पेस उससे बड़ा है या वो स्पेस से छोटा है. दैट इज द क्वेश्चंस. दीज आर द क्वेश्चंस दैट वी ह्यूमन बीइंग आर repeatedly again and again and again since the time immemorial we are questioning. So literature is beyond everything. It's unimaginable imagined. We are imagining unimaginable. So you would have read a lot during your master. You would have read Anglo-Saxon, Anglo-Norman, and we also find scientific elements, the magic over there. And in the Indian literature we also find magic, witches, ghosts, demon, Vikram and the vampire, and some other texts, and Arabian Nights we have. So you have read many literatures, as Sourmita Panja has written a book, Many Indias, Many Literatures. So you would have read many literatures, but to select a PhD research area or PhD topic, it's a different domain. You have to select very new topic, very up-to-date topic. So my suggestion is you need to select a new topic that is based on the new human imagination, new human virtual imagination, new human virtual relationship, robotic science, impact of robot on human identity, or transforming human identities in terms of robot, in terms of science, in some terms of technology, in terms of virtual realities, human digital identity, human hyphenated identity, human mixed identity, human virtual identity. So these are the topics that you can explore. Even and the literature on the digital identity or the robotic science, the humanoid robot, had already been written so long earlier in 1938, 1948, in 1920. So you can explore that texts also. That will be relevant for you, and new texts are being written. New texts are being written. So that would be the relevant area. And if you find this lecture, this video relevant in terms of your subject, and if you are trying to qualify UGC-NET or PhD, you are struggling to explore PhD topic, you can kindly subscribe my channel. Thank you. All the best.